You are live.
We're live, so let's see if it comes up. Should come up over here in just a minute. And I want to say hi to Nell and Debbie and Marie and Vicky and Cindy and Shel. Hi, Shel.
Hi. Put a little art guard on.
Yeah.
And Sybil. Hi, Sybil.
In there now, so I put some on, but I should probably do it again because look I've been playing already this morning. Look at my hands. Hi, Sybil. We're back.
Debbie, I have milky tea. I don't know what kind you're drinking milky tea. So it is the last day of March. So that means that tomorrow our challenges and themes and everything are changing for April. So we should probably talk about that real quickly. And then we just have some stuff we're going to work on all about spring and spring being sprung, April Fools, all that type of stuff.
April showers
bring May flowers, all of it. So we're just doing random stuff. I got out my butterfly journal. I had this butterfly journal project going on, and I was going to do the whole thing, and it was going to be a series. And I have this whole box of butterfly stuff to do it with. And Peg has one, and we were going to all do. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So there's a couple pages done here, and that's it. So I found it when I was going through stuff, and I'm like, hey, I need to finish that. So I've just got like already pre-colored spray pages in here with stencils, and it's punched and tied together with some hemp, and the covers are decorated already, and then a couple pages are done in here. So I'm just going to do that. Yesterday, when I was out and about doing different things I had to do, I saw 3 different tiger swallowtail butterflies. So for me, that means spring is here. Butterflies. Last year, we had an amazing amount of butterflies, bees, all those type of things. We had like a really wet year last year, and we had so many flowers, and then we got all these crazy amounts of butterflies, and like kind of 2 different waves. Like, the butterflies all hatch, and you see all the yellow ones, and then you see the orange ones, and they're all over the place, and then they all go away wherever they go. And this last year we had 2 times of that, which was just crazy. So
yeah, what we got this morning?
Snow.
We got snow.
Spring has not sprung at your house.
Well, it's weird because the daffodils and the tulips are starting to pop up through the snow. So you can see a little bit of color, and I'm just hoping it doesn't kill them. Hey, we got people coming in. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Noni.
Welcome.
It's crazy here. It is crazy.
I'll make sure that we said hi to everybody. I think so.
So you go from one extreme to the other, right?
Yeah, it was really, not yesterday or the day before, it was really super windy. And I was driving to Phoenix, which there's this corridor where the wind just buffets you, and we get those dust storms and stuff. So it was crazy. And then like microbursts of rain that just dump on your car, and you got the windshield wipers going as fast as you can, and then a truck passes you because they don't care. You slowed down, but then the truck passes you and splashes you with water. But today it looks like there is not a cloud in the sky. Maybe a little bit of lenticular clouds.
Well, I was just glad I wasn't one of the cars in the ditches, because they were still pulling cars out of ditches here because there were slick spots overnight. And
there was a lot of cars pulled over and on the sides of the road when I was driving, just because they just get overwhelmed, or I was hydroplaning all over the road, slid off the road to the emergency thing one time.
So Peggy's joining us. Nell said it went from 80 to 30 and wind. Ugh, rain. Car is clean though. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Craziness.
I was thinking that too. It's like my car got clean because it got so splashed with so much water and rain and weird stuff that there's no dust on it. That was
Well,
one nice thing.
so while I was down piddling around in Iowa City because I was given misinformation about when visiting hours were and when I could go in, I went into Dick Blick and I picked up a couple of sets of these Derwent paint pans that were on sale. They normally, this one said it was $29.99. This said it was $26.99, and they were on sale for $14. So I thought, well, I'm going to get those and give them a try because they looked interesting. I did swatch this one out. This is the Graphitint paint pocket set. And you can see it's got really lovely muted tones.
Muted tones.
Lovely muted tones. So, and I'm going to do this other one here too, because I thought these metallics, even though they're metallic and have some shimmer, they still look like they might be kind of muted too. So I thought I'd swatch those out. And they are an assortment. I mean, yeah, there's a gold and a silver, but there's also, like the green gold and they're cool, nice colors. So, what have you guys been up to this week? Anything?
Me, just nothing. Literally have done nothing except for deal with crisis after crisis.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I was telling her about my, Ron has a lift chair, the fully automatic reclining lift chair. Yeah, the thing broke this week. It's a disaster.
Yeah, on top of everything else, the stupid chair has to break.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, now I have to figure out where the heck this guy's going to sit because, you have your favorite places, right? Oh, this blue looks interesting. Okay. Oh, I do like that. And they actually, I don't know, they do separate a little bit like granulation. So it's kind of cool.
A little bit of granulation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I figured I would use my March 31st page from the little tear out calendar, which I haven't even been tearing it.
Yeah, I was looking at my pile of stuff and I don't know. I was looking at one of your videos the other day and I saw all the calendars on the back and I said, I've got calendar pages. I need to tear those up and use them.
Yeah, I mean, here's the whole stack. Like the last time I tore it was February 28th, and I have a stack of them somewhere. So I just went in and tore out the March 31st one. There's like
hey
all
there,
these
Laura. Hi. Canada's in the house.
In the house.
In the house.
I think we're saying it wrong. His house. It's in his house. Guess I'll put a little bit of matte medium over that too, just to make sure it's all stuck down. So I have so much butterfly stuff. You would not believe. I've got way more than I'll ever be able to fit in this teeny tiny journal. But it's fun. So I have to somehow integrate this face. It's basically a face of some sort into this page. And then I've got this butterfly on the other side. And I thought I might use like some little flowers or something, but I'm not sure. I've got stuff that people sent me that was tucked in. This was from Rennie. And it's got some bright colored stuff in it, little scraps and bits and bobs and things. Ooh, look at that one. That's a pretty one. That's a monarch. Here's kind of the type of one that I've been seeing.
So that's pretty. That we call those swallowtail. No, you don't have a tail on them.
I think, well, it looked kind of like that. I call it a tiger swallowtail.
Well, I thought the swallowtail had those big loopy things on the bottom of the wing. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Well, this might not be one, but
Well, maybe it's a different variety of swallowtail, you know?
I don't know. This looks similar to what I saw yesterday with that type of coloring with the yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
We also get these monarchs.
You think I would know after all the butterfly studies that I did with my mother.
Yeah, you think you would know by now.
I think I would know.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. I know a few, but not all of them. I mean, I know my favorites, like the Luna moth. It's got that beautiful limey green. So there's the metallics. I think they're going to have to dry down before we see this one is dried a little bit and you can start to see the shimmer. But I really like this one a lot. So I'm going to set those aside to dry. This is my stick-it journal.
Stick it. I got this.
I bet you can now.
No.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of times they have that stuff at the dollar store and everything anyway. I was going to put some stuff on the back of I still have to do some of these wallpaper pieces. I was going to do a little paint and stencil on those. So I've got projects. I just, don't know where to begin. This is that stick-it journal I started about a week ago, I think. And I covered the outside of the book with gel print, and now I was just doodling, taking some paint pens and doodling on the front. Nothing fancy. Anybody can do this kind of work, right? Just to fill in some of that, because where it's sheer, you can still see some of the background, and I wanted to disguise a little bit about what was back there. So I was just gonna doodle on the front. And this is a nice mindless thing that you can do and take with you when you go someplace. Grab a few pens and your book. And the same thing on the interior. This is just the exterior of the book, but you can do the same thing on the interior. And so like here, I started drawing some hearts, and I can fill those in certain areas with different colors even. Just to make it more interesting.
These little guys, and just put them up here as if they were still attached.
The pages. Oh, that's in another journal. Because this one, remember, I was just sticking stuff down in. This is just where I'm gluing whatever. So I'm taking pieces like, here's one that would fit. Taking pieces like this and gluing it into my page and making a background.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
And I was playing around with some different things. I was gel printing with tissue paper this week. I don't know. I looked in a drawer. There was tissue paper there. I pulled some out. You know how it is.
Yeah.
So I had tissue paper. I had all this tissue paper. And so I was gel printing with some of this. And then I realized that some of it was that bleeding tissue paper. You guys know?
Oh, fun. Look at that.
Yeah. So some of it was bleeding tissue paper. So I had regular tissue paper and I had bleeding tissue paper. I have black, I have all these different colors, you know, so it's fun because I have all these different colors of tissue paper and they can be glued into your stick it book too. So here's, I'm going to put a piece of paper in between because my stick it book really does stick it. Just saying. When you got glue, you got to make sure there isn't any on the top of the page when you go to stick it down. So I did work in this a little bit this week. I don't think I videotaped any of it. So I'm going to take a piece of deli and stick in between the pages because I'm just going to keep on working in here. So, okay, so here's a page I worked on with a stencil. And this is some of that tissue paper where I just glued some of the tissue paper down on the page. And no, I did not videotape that. This is one where I had done a clean off and then I used a stencil and glued some of this stuff down. So there's lots of things in here that are in progress. So, you know, I look at this purple and I'm thinking, oh, I've got that green here somewhere that would be pretty with that. So here's some of what I was doing. Losing my glue stick. Let me get that back. So I thought this was really pretty. This almost reminds me of some of those sari fabrics. This is a piece of tone tan tissue. And then I was gel printing using different ink. And I can show you that process if you want to see it. But I thought that made a really pretty paper, kind of like those sari outfits. Oh, the book pages I set aside to dry. I've been printing on those and gluing stuff to them. Like this. You're talking about these? These I'm just using like for cleanup and printing. Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, this is going to need some.
Loads of pictures of swallowtails. Cool. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Minka. Okay, so anyway, I looked at that purple and I thought, oh, this green stuff. And these are some of those pages, you know, where I was taking it and just getting a piece. But I thought some of this green with the purple would be pretty.
Cadmium yellow, dark chrome yellow. Cadmium yellow, dark chrome yellow. Cadmium yellow, dark chrome yellow, and this one is orange glaze. Yep, let's use those. So there's not very much pink. There's a lot of pink here, and then there's not very much pink over here. So I think I'm going to integrate that real quickly using some of these. And I've got swatches. So let's just think of what color we want to use. How about a little bit of this burgundy in here somewhere. Is that it? No, that's dark pink. And This one is rose. That one's maroon. Okay.
What else? There's a tag.
But still no burgundy. Scarlet. Burgundy. Okay. Let's just add just a little bit over here. Get some integration going on. So that we have similarities on both sides. You know what? This is going to be a good color for lips. This person has lips and cheeks. It's a little bit dark though. So what other color?
Oh, that's pretty big.
How about well,
It's still pretty big. Let's see. What else have I got here?
pinks and oranges. Yeah, I think I put a little orange over here.
It's kind of pulling the purple across from this side over here. So I want to do that. I need to put a piece of paper in there. It's still sticky. Or I can just dry it.
Okay. Just move that around a little bit. A little bit of water. And make it more interesting. I'm gonna have to bring out those leaves too. I think.
Hey, Barbara, how you doing today? Maybe that won't stick now. But I think I want to add what did it do with that pen? I don't know.
I didn't take it.
Oh well. I'll just use what I have then.
I thought about taking it, but I didn't do it.
Sometimes you just have to make do with what you got.
For sure. I'm pretty sure this butterfly stamp is not realistic to any particular butterfly. I don't think so. But if I just make it in the right colors, you'll get the idea. This is a pit pen. For those who are wondering, these are pit pens. Pit artist brush pens. And then I also used those gel sticks, King Art gel sticks, which I adore. Okay, so now we're pretty well integrated to the 2 pages. Not bad, but I want to bring out some of these floral sprig things that I put on there. So let's do that with, what shall we use? What shall we use? Maybe just a Stabilo. Could probably just do it with that. Where's my pencil sharpener though? Where is it?
Well,
I'm missing. Oh, there it is.
I can't remember the last time I saw it.
Admit it, you took it. You hit it.
I don't think so. I should put something in here. Where are we with this one? Let me pull something else out. What have I got in my bag of tricks here? Got some printed pieces.
So I made the mistake of not having an art go bag. So when I had to go, I didn't have anything to take with me. I really think it would be smart. But see, I keep, I put something in a bag and then I take things out of it, right? Because I need it. So I need to just find some junk that I don't care about using very often and just put them in a bag, because if I know I'm going, I can pack. But if in the situation that I was in, I didn't know I was going. And I ended up being there for so long. So I think it's smart. It would be smart for me to think about that a little bit and figure out just some things that I could have, like a little journal or something, and some inexpensive stuff that I don't use very often. Because I'll pack a bag and then I'll take everything out of it when I get home.
Yeah, it helps to have things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was kind of on the go whenever I was out. I didn't really have time for doing much.
Oh, I had to sit. We had to sit and wait.
Going between labs and floors, and
yeah,
wasn't working real good. So
anyway, there was some of that, but a lot of sitting and waiting for things to come.
Look at that big butterfly.
Cool, you've got some butterflies out?
Well, I just reached in my stash of stuff and I found this nice big one, and it kind of goes with the colors on this page, so I'm thinking I might put it into the background here.
Go for it. I think butterflies mean spring. I'm pretty sure. Let's get just a little bit of black going here with this flower.
Can kind of bridge the gap. Okay. Need some gel.
All right, I like that. And that just kind of brings it to life a little bit.
And a brush.
We'll do this one too. Because these little pieces, these little punched out pieces were kind of the same color as the background, and the background is pretty busy. So just going around them with a pencil is making a big difference. And then
say this one is a swallowtail. It's got loops on the bottom.
Loops on the bottom. Okay, yeah. Maybe all the butterfly shapes are copyrighted by the butterflies. And if you make it exactly like one, you have to pay royalties. So most of the butterflies are just like kind of an approximation of what a butterfly would look like.
Well, I don't know. I think butterflies are free souls.
That could be true. That could be it. But I mean, you know, if someone's going to use your
none of
image,
this copyrighted.
you want your royalties if someone's going to use your image. Butterflies are like, hey, capitalism. I don't know.
I don't either. So let's put this over here. I like the color. Goes with the page. I think this gal holding the bouquet has something to say about spring here.
Definitely flowers.
Don't
All about
know.
spring.
I think I was going to put that on there, but I don't know. Should I do that? Oh, it's down now. It's not going on there. Let's see if I can get that into the groove.
So we were kind of laughing to ourselves earlier because Peg had scheduled the video for the new challenge for April to come out, and we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we just didn't let the challenge go out? And we said, April Fools. We don't have a challenge after all. We were just making it up. But we decided maybe not. But
maybe not.
It would have been funny. What are you guys going to do for April Fools if you are? Do you like to play pranks on your people?
My kids. They're always pulling something on me. I'm on to them now, though, man. I tell you.
They can't fool you. So I've used a little bit of purple over here.
Bye, Debbie. Have a great day. Peggy says they have butterflies like that in Alabama.
All right. Just get a little bit of this over here.
Butterflies are free. So I need to pull out more stuff to go on this page. Probably look at words and things.
I think I might be almost done with this one. Maybe I'm done with this page. I don't know. I think I need a little white.
Pull the magazine out of the...
Why don't I have a white pocket pen, a small tip?
What's in here?
That's the question.
This was in my mail.
What is going on? Let's get the new one out. Can't find my small tip white Posca pen, so maybe it ran out and I threw it away and never got a new one out. Seems like something I would do.
I've been known to do that before. Put this one over there.
Just getting shook up.
Back of that. But we're talking about spring and season. So guess what? This was in my mail. It's junk.
Not anymore. You're going to make it into something fun.
And it's got a really cool, really nice font to it. And it is a season of change right now. So I called this morning and I got my second COVID booster scheduled.
I've only had one booster.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been 6 months since I had it. So
I try to stay up to date, with Ron's health. I try to stay, because I'm the one that's going out and I don't want to bring anything back. So
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I know you do. So I try to stay as up to date as I can. And because I was one of the first to get the first shots, I'm probably ahead of
yeah. Because of age and everything, I didn't get my shots till much later.
Yeah.
Because the older people in the house got them first. So we did all go and get
able to get my stuff early on, and I just wanted to keep up with it, keep it going.
Yeah, when I first took the older people, it was like in a parking garage.
Yeah, I remember that.
Drive up in the car and had the two of them in the back, and I was like getting them the shots. But now you just go down to the CVS.
Yeah, I filled out. There's a whole, what do you call it? Survey that you have to fill out. I filled out the survey and picked my time. So I'm good to go. All right.
More of a nose there. I think that there should be a nose, not just two black holes like it's an alien. Sorry, whoever drew this, but your person looks like an alien. And these teeth, oh my gosh. They're crazy. What can you do?
I don't know.
I didn't draw it, so. And if I had to take a guess, I could tell you who drew it. Out of those people, I know who it was. I'm sure. It doesn't say though, but I know who the people were that contributed to the calendar. So each individual page doesn't say the artist that contributed it, which I think is kind of strange, actually. But I guess maybe there was just no place to put it on there. So pretty small.
Sorry. You haven't had your booster.
When we did go down and get our boosters finally at the CVS guy was like, yeah, I think it's just going to be, we're just going to get boosters every 6 months forever. I'm like,
Well, kind of like flu shot,
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. It's just like a flu shot.
Yeah. At least you only get one of those. He seemed to think we were going to have to go every 6 months. It's like, well, that's dismal.
Well, there's some people who can't do the shot, so I would just soon do it and keep everybody else safe.
Yep. And also, I mean, I've been out and about, and people are not masked.
No, they're not.
And everybody's just gone back to normal. So
they still have the plastic up at the checkout counters to keep you kind of separated from the clerks, which is good. What have I got here?
All right, that page is done. So it's got a butterfly that I saw yesterday over there. Kind of like it. Some flowers, and then it says March 31st, and it's got this little weird face from the tarot calendar. So that's a good one. Let's go over to the next page over here. I think the first one's done.
Oh, let's use that one.
Don't forget to fly. This one's not done. That one's done. This one's not done.
Since we're talking about butterflies and seasons changing and
that's cute.
Metamorphosis, all that good stuff.
Happy May Day, probably 2 years ago, maybe. I don't know. Everything went off the rails. So.
2 years ago, yeah, it did.
Nature gives to every time and every season some beauties of their own. All right, well, let's do this page. So I've got 1,000 million things here. The question is how to choose. Actually, I saved this little piece of envelope because it had this cool washi tape on it, and I figured I could tear it off and use it on my page. Because it's cool.
This is a permanent Stedler.
A Stedler pen?
Guy down at Dick Blick. You know, I was looking for permanent pens, and he says, well, try this one. So, okay, I'll try it.
So Dick was actually there?
No.
Because you said he. You said Dick Blick, then you said he. It's like, oh, it must have been Dick Blick who told me. He recommended this, Stedler. Oh, man, I'm getting this tape really messed up. I don't know who Dick Blick is. It's just a joke. I don't even know if that's a real person.
Well, I figure it was at some time. He's probably an artist, huh?
Yeah, probably. Let's put some tape on. Ooh. Get a little
Season of change, which this sure is. So he who has health has hope. Butterflies are always bringing hope, right?
They are.
And he who has hope has everything. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm good with that.
Man, did I mess up this washi tape or what? Oh my gosh. It's completely tangled up and stuck to itself. It's terrible. I wanted to put it on here. Because it's cool. Lay down.
So I'm going to stick this in here because it's my stick-it journal.
Stick it.
Stick it down.
I've got some more different ones on here. See if I can pick any of them up without being wrecking them.
So where's my, there we go. The rag. Press it in really good.
So for those of you who love to save junk, if you get an envelope with washi tape on it, just pull it off. That's my recommendation. Because we don't like to waste stuff. So and stick it down in your journal.
has health on it also, so we need to use that.
And this was such a simple journal to make. It was just, you know, spraying some papers, and then I think maybe I made it with a, yeah, you know what? I think it was a die cut, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, like one of those ones. What's that company that sent me stuff to use?
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And the whole book was out of dies because I probably wouldn't have made these scalloped edges myself. So probably this whole sheet was just, I just cut them with dies, and I'll have to go look for the die. What's the name of it? What's the name of it?
I don't know.
You do know. You just can't remember.
That's right. My Alzheimer's is kicking in.
Yeah.
I don't know. My brain is fried.
The company that has inexpensive dyes. I'll bet somebody in the audience knows who I'm talking about. I think it has the word love in it.
Yeah. Love art something or other. Art
Yeah.
love art.
Something like that.
Oh, that's kind of a cool butterfly. That could go on there, right? Nah, it's getting hidden in there. I can get something brighter. Like that one. Yeah, let's do that one. Is this a sticker or not? I don't know.
She's talking to herself.
I'm talking to myself. You know how I am. I do that. I talk to myself.
Yeah, we all do.
Okay, let's stick that one on there. Since we're in butterfly mode, I got out.
All about the butterflies.
Got out of the box with butterflies. That's a big. That's a big one.
Another one over here. Yep, this one. Let's just put a little bit of this one over here because it's got the flowers on it.
Do I want that, or do I want black and white? I think I like the black and white.
Stick down, stick down.
I like the black and white.
I'm not opposed. I like black and white too. I think this glue stick is about done for.
Nori says both journals are great. Thank you. Bob says, I love the soft colors. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, you know, kind of muted.
You're still in muted tones.
I'm still trying to stay muted. I don't know. It hasn't worked for me a lot. And, you know, I don't know what it is this month, but I've been coming out with a lot of purple. It must be that very Perry for color of the year that's getting to me. I don't know.
I can't imagine that you know anyone who's obsessed with purple.
I don't know anybody that's obsessed with purple. Oops, there's another one. I don't need that many. That needs to go back in there.
Oh, this is a fun way to make a background. I need to get a different glue stick. This one is done.
She used it all up, guys.
Used it up. But I have another one in the drawer. It's a big fat one, though. Come on.
I use a little glue stick, and then I usually put a little bit of extra. Let it squish out. This is heavier cardstock. I die cut it, I think, probably for making cards and not going in a journal, but I'm going to put it in a journal because, you know, you can do anything you want to do, right?
Yep, just stick it.
Just stick it. So I'm using multiple stick it products.
I'm probably going to put some matte medium over this at some point after I get all my little bits as glued down as I can. Because I just wanted to use up that tape.
That's
And
right.
I like it. I think it's cool. And it actually muted the page because the washi tape was vintagey. So maybe I was just that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Maybe I was
Okay.
just being vintage.
Do it. See? Sticking it.
I'll probably save that because I think it's interesting with the splattery pebble stuff on it. So
Like this.
in that same package was some wallpaper. I think I already might have used that. Right?
See, just some junk in your mail.
Yep.
You can get
Exactly.
lots of good product out of.
I like this window that she sent, but it's just a little bit too big for the. It's too big for the pages, so I'm gonna have to use that in something else. Anything else I can use out of here? It's a cute little butterflies. I've also got tons of cool, interesting butterflies like this and this one. Not sure. They're stamped, on tissue paper, so you can just use them. That one's really cool. Oh, that's cool. A cactus with a butterfly. I have to use that. Will it show up on here? I'm probably going to have to draw around it because I think it's stamped pretty lightly. But I am going to use it. Didn't even see that one before. So let's just tear it out of the tissue with a little bit of water.
There's stuff in here, but I'm not seeing something. I do like that. I do like that.
I guess technically I'm doing a stick it journal too right now because I'm sticking things that I found.
You are.
Well, I didn't think about that, but a box of stuff that I found and I'm now sticking. That's cool. I kind of wish I had that stamp.
Which one is it?
Cactus.
See, a cactus one?
You look. It's a prickly pear cactus.
Oh, cool.
With a little pueblo and a moon and then a little butterfly.
Ah, I don't think I've seen that one before. I wonder who makes it.
I don't know. She might have written on here actually. It says I.O. Because she wrote. Whoever sent me these.
Oh, I.O. is Impression Obsession.
Impression Obsession, yes.
Yeah.
That's probably who makes it then.
Yeah.
I kind of like to have it.
Yep.
I may consider looking for it.
Well,
because that's like exactly what I saw, basically. I mean, it was the sun, not a moon. This could be a sun too. In my neighborhood, there are houses that look somewhat like that. I have prickly pears, which are blooming, and there's blooms on the ends, and there was a butterfly. That's exactly what I saw yesterday.
Wow. Perfect.
Right?
I mean, sometimes things just kind of fall into your lap. There's a reason.
Yeah, and I hadn't even seen that one. I didn't even know it was in the container. So now I've seen it, and there's 2 stampings of it, so I could use it again.
Awesome.
I'm guessing that this was also in that envelope that Rennie sent me because she lives in Arizona. So.
Oh yeah, she probably has a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. You know, because I collect a lot of leaves and butterflies and flowers and snowmen.
Yeah. I collect snowmen too, and I don't even hardly get snow.
Well, we got all the seasons here, so it's like, yeah.
I love snowmen. They're awesome. Okay, let's glue that down with a little matte medium.
I don't know if I'll end up using that or not. I like the red on there, but I don't know.
Let that dry. Normally dry. See if I can find some stencils. And I try that same motif. I don't know anyone who designs stencils that have cactuses on them. It's just the finding it that becomes a problem. There we go. We got those, and then I think somewhere I have some other ones that are cactuses.
Here.
Someone sent me. Yeah, there's one.
If you walk a mile in my shoes, you'll end up in a wine bar.
That's funny. All right.
Life on there, and then I think I'll put this quote here. It says, "This is just as good
There's
a
3
place to start as another."
Got a little Swaros. That's cute. I should use that.
I think I'll take those other words out.
Oh, of course. They're on the end, so now I have to take off every other stencil in the universe to get them off.
Oh, I love lilacs. Oh, they smell so good. Hi, Ingrid. Your sister over for dinner. That's nice.
Let's see. Heavy gesso. Where is some heavy gesso?
So, okay.
Clear gesso. Super heavy gesso. There we go. Something to stencil with.
That corner wants to. Maybe it's just my eye. I don't know. Needs something. This one needs something.
Something.
Needs something. What have I got here? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Like that.
Okay, I didn't do a very good job of stenciling that. Need to get some gesso out. I really just gave me a surface much to stencil.
I think this was off of some packaging or something. I don't know. You know how you get stuff like stamps and stencils and everything? I cut up a lot of the packaging and use it.
Yeah, the packaging is often really pretty.
Well, because somebody spent a lot of time designing that package.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. And you're just sticking it in a journal, so why not? Oh, these need to be stuck down someplace in here. Maybe on this page.
Well, that did absolutely nothing.
I want more of the blue. Maybe more of the blue. This is some old scrapbook paper or something. You know, we all have stuff we need to stick down. Kind of a nice muted color. I like this. This is some of that specialty paper. It's in a big roll. And it's got a bunch of fiber in it. Yeah, I was cleaning out a closet last week. I found a specialty paper I need to get out and use. Because they're beautiful. And you know, you hoard them. You just, you know. I like that. I like this word here too. See, it got stuck on my arm and it said you need to glue that down someplace.
So I need to take a little bit of, I want to brighten up this stamped image. It's probably going to require a brush, small brush. I don't want to lose all that detail, but yeah, it's a question.
Stick this down here. You notice I don't spend a lot of time thinking about where this stuff is going. I'm just sticking it in the book. I can come back and embellish things later. Main thing is to get it out of your stash and onto a page.
And green. Felt green. Ionian green. Teal green. Not this one. Leaf green. I not found the color I'm looking for. Field green. Apple green. Oh my gosh.
I have this. I wanted to use this. This is that paper I created this morning. I'm going to use some of this in here.
Every green except for the one I want. That's what I get for swatching. If it wasn't swatched, I'd just be like, whatever, I'll just grab this one. But since now I know what color it is, I have to look at every stupid stick.
Just lost my pen. Disaster.
So is the color I want missing?
That one says discover more.
What's this one? Betcha. Nope, that's mustard.
I want to use some of this paper here because I think it's beautiful. Remember I said it reminded me of those sari dresses, sari material. Oh. And it's delicate, so I'm going to flip my ruler over and see if I can tear it. There we go. Not real straight, but I'm okay with that.
So I figured out why I couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because it's Ionian green. And I read it off there as onion green.
Wow.
I was looking for onion green.
I don't think I onion that one.
It's a Derwent Inktense pencil, so you probably do, but you just don't really realize.
I just don't know what color Ionian green is.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I swatched it, therefore I do, but I've never heard of that color before. I'm just looking for like kind of a, not a super bright, crazy green to color this cactus with. Because they're not bright and crazy. They're kind of gray almost. Grayish green.
Gray-green? Like Celadon? Yeah, I love Celadon.
I don't have a Celadon either, so I don't know. I have an iron green and an Ionian green, which looks like I before onion. So I thought it said onion. You know, because there are green onions. It's not that crazy, right? It's a little bit crazy.
Is it okay? So is that type of fish a pickled fish, Ingrid?
Are we talking about pickled fish?
She's talking about she had her sister over for dinner, and Vicky, the chef, is talking to her about food, and so I'm trying to figure out what this dish is that they had.
Well, since she lives in a country I've never been to, I've probably never had it.
Well, I don't know. You want to talk about weird? I've been watching a lot of weird cooking shows on YouTube lately. So if stuff pops up in your feed for cooking, you'll know who did it to you.
I don't mind. I watch a lot of cooking myself. So,
but I was watching a gal in the Ukraine who is making because they're cooking on the wood burning stove, and she was making this cabbage dish that looked kind of like grape leaf rolls. It was a cabbage, and they had preserved the cabbage. They'd put it down in this barrel of stuff. So she comes out and she washes it off and takes all the leaves off. And I'm thinking, wow, so glad I can go to the store and buy cabbage. But, a lot of different places, they don't have the refrigeration or the stuff to do that with. So I understand. And it was really cool to see the whole process, her whole preparation on the wood stove.
Definitely. There are some really cool YouTube videos that I've watched before where they're, like if you didn't have electricity anymore and you were just winging it, how would you do it,
Yep.
It's a good thing to know.
Well, I found out when Derecho came through, we had 10 days without anything.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even get the garage door up because, that was an electric garage door, and the spring was broken and it was too heavy for me to get up. And yeah, it was kind of a disaster. And, you don't think about those things until they happen. And so I made my hobo stove, which is I don't know if you guys know what a hobo stove is. I learned this stuff in Girl Scouts when I was a kid. You take an old coffee can.
Yeah.
And you go around with a church key, go around the edge and make the air holes in the coffee can so that the air can flow through, and then you put a candle underneath it. So I had a warmer, because I could make coffee and tea out on the Barbie.
Yep.
And I did that. I made coffee and tea outside, and then we wanted to keep it warm, so I had my homemade camp stove with my coffee can. You do what you have to do. So,
But you better watch the videos now and learn how to do it, because if you have to do it, there's not going to be a video.
yeah,
There's not going to be electricity for you to look at.
that's true.
We're all like, oh, well, I'll just look that up on the Googles or whatever. Well, you ain't going to be able to do that.
Well, my husband is the era that was right after the Depression. So he's always thinking about, you got to have stores, and you got to, he's one of these survivalist type people that thinks you have to have all this stuff in reserve in case some catastrophe happens, which is not a bad idea. It's just,
I think it's a good idea, actually. Things are looking sketchy, and
yeah. So, and last, like 2 years ago, when everything disappeared off the shelves, and people were afraid that we weren't going to have any supply line, and I was saying, well, I can get out the old canner, and I got stuff out in the garden, and I read, I think I've still got the book on the shelf. Remember Yule Gibbons? He did Stalking the Wild Asparagus, so that you could go out and forage for food in the wild.
Yeah.
And so we did that with the kids when they were little. We'd take them out and we'd show them, oh yeah, that cattail might look kind of cool in a vase on the shelf, but if you dig up the roots, they're kind of like green beans, It's like, so we were teaching them all of the survival stuff about how, most people don't know about going out. They're killing all the dandelion in their lawn, and I'm saying, well, but you can cook that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So the potassium lye is the part that I didn't know about. I mean, we have, I don't know if you know about hominy. That's a dish that they make here where they soak corn in lye solution. Potatoes, onion, red pepper sounds really good.
I need to grocery shop today, later.
Yeah, I did that this week.
Completely depleted of everything because of.
I went out and did it.
Did you? I got it today.
Well, we were out of milk and stuff like that.
Yeah, we did pick up some milk and cream and the stuff we use in the mornings. But
yeah, I found a new coffee creamer. I like using the almond coffee creamer, and I found a new one at Aldi's that was had protein in it.
Oh,
so
cool.
Not only are you getting almond, but you're getting protein.
An almond also is, it's a nut, so it should intrinsically have protein in it, shouldn't it?
Yeah, how many you can eat, just wet, like Vicky's saying, or you can dry it and make grits. Yeah, we've always tried to keep some stuff on the shelf. just because. And, 2 years ago when we couldn't even find toilet paper and everybody was saying, "Do you have toilet paper? Can I get some from you?" It was one of those things.
I think we used to have dry stores,
Yeah.
but I have pretty much used it up at this point. It just needs to be um, refreshed and reorganized. It's just another thing to do. It's like,
Well, I have dry stores because I cook with a lot of things that are not in the normal grocery store. Because I try to stay away from wheat products and that sort of stuff. So I have to have those things on hand, like my almond flour and my coconut flour, and I have a lupin flour, and I have all kinds of different nut flours. It's just, when your diet is different than the standard American diet, you kind of have to have some of that stuff on hand because it takes a few days to get it because the normal store doesn't carry it. Or if the normal store will get it for you, then you still have to order it because they don't keep it on their shelf. These are some of those faces that I drew a while back. And I think they're actually in the Art Joy of Sharing group. If you want any of these faces to print and cut out for your pages, they're there.
orange.
What did I do with those funny quotes? They're here somewhere.
Okay, let's see. What can we do?
Well, it kind of depends on where the food's coming to you from, Sybil. And the transportation. What's it going to cost is the issue now, because with gas going up in price and the transportation, and so it doesn't hurt to set some things aside so that your budget isn't dying.
Yeah.
I like this. Okay. So we're talking about all this home cooking and stuff. I flipped the page here and it says, "Happiness is homemade." I think I need to put a big piece of pie or something over here on this side. All right, what did I do with those scissors? I tell you, I lose more stuff on my desk. Are you guys like this? I am a hot mess when it comes to keeping stuff organized here.
It all just gets under something else, and then pretty sure you can't find it after that because it's under another thing, and so then you spend half your time trying to find the thing you were looking for. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it was just here. Can't have gotten far. All right, let's see if we can get some little flowers going here.
Oops. I call this the guy Fred. I don't know why. He just looks like a Fred to me.
Fred's a good name.
It is. It was my grandfather's name.
Unfortunately, my cousin who just died of COVID was named Fred.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's, I mean, he should have gotten vaccinated.
Yeah. What did I do with that magazine? All right. It's gone missing. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's too cute. I think I need to glue that in somewhere.
I'm basically drawing over the top of the entire stamp that was here that I glued down, and now I'm like having to draw over the top of it.
So we'll get by. You know, we have ways of getting by. Ron was just asking me when we could start planting radishes. And I said, soon. Pretty soon.
I think I need to plant, you know, I grow tomatoes in a above ground thing. I try to, I mean, you know, it's really hard to grow things here. It's too hot. The tomatoes get mad, and then you have to like get them. Yeah, but I do try to grow them. So I need to plant them. It's time. One of them actually survived from last year. I babied it all through the winter. And it has a few flowers and little fruits on it now.
Cool.
What time is it anyways?
It is, we got about 8 minutes.
I can probably finish this. I was just going to put some little spikes on the cactus here. So you just don't have cactuses without spikes. I'm just going to tell you that right now. If you back into one.
Which is why I don't do cactus and I don't do rose bushes.
Tell you what.
I don't like the thorns.
Everything, even trees, even flowers, everything here has thorns.
Yeah.
Everything. But just, you know, when you're gardening, bending over, just don't back into it and you'll be okay. Because if you do, then you have to have someone pull thorns out of your butt.
Easier said than done, right?
And I've done it many times, so.
That's
just
funny.
Be aware of where your booty is. That's all I'm saying.
That is funny.
Beware your booty.
Yeah, I can get scratched up good enough with just regular bushes.
Yep. They can be very pokey. This little pueblo down here must be a fairy house because it's so tiny in comparison to everything else. It's a fairy pueblo house. That's what it is. Got some little stamps here. Might be kind of fun. I can quickly find a black ink pad. Maybe there's a little snail. Maybe there's some more butterflies flying around. Who knows? Maybe there's a ladybug on This cactus.
Oh,
Because it's spring. Right?
right.
I don't know. I don't know what's on there. That's not going to dry anytime soon.
So you can see this is all just stuff in process. And I'm just working through the pages here. In my journal, in my stick-it journal. I worked on several pages today.
I want to get some color on there, but I don't know if I can get these things dry fast enough.
Yeah, the marigolds and basil with the tomatoes is a good idea. We get those tomato hornworms here. I have to go out and pick them off. But I need to start getting my garden ground ready. I need to clear it off and get it dug and prepped. Because it's that time, right? It's that time. So what else did I do? Anything in here? I don't know. Just flipping through. This is starting to come together. I've got quite a few pages started. As you can see, they're just getting things stuck in. Stick it in there. I think we did that. Did we do that on the show? I can't remember. Might just be a video. And then there's one I was working on today. There's another one I was working on today. He who hath health hath hope, and he who has hope has everything. Health, season of change. And it is a season of change. So, you know, I need to put this is March 2022. So that I know when that season happened. And then find your happy. Born to create new possibilities, awaiting happiness is homemade. So that's my ticket journal. Yeah, the hornworms, they are horrible creatures, and they get so big. The kids don't like to go out and get them because they're scared of them. And I don't blame them. They're kind of scary creatures. Anyway, I've got my home health aide coming this afternoon to help with Ron. So she can be here with him while I go get my booster shot. And all that jazz.
All right. Well, I did this page. It's the Arizona spring one, and then this other one.
We're still here. We're just wrapping it up. I was working in my stick-it journal. Shel was working in her butterfly journal. So yeah, we were just playing around in journals today.
Yep. So this one's not quite done. I'll do it a little bit more to it, but yeah.
But it's a fun journal. I like the way it's headed.
And it's still got 1, 2, 3 more pages in it. 3 more butterfly pages in it. Oh no, 4. Here's 1 more. 4 more pages still to finish this one. So, you know, I always say that finishing journals is a different activity than making journals.
Right. Or even gathering all the fodder for the journal. Or
yes, you know, that's another activity altogether. So
yeah. So thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. Flo, we'll catch you next time, or you can come back and watch it later.
Don't forget to go to the group tomorrow morning and find out what the new theme and challenges are for the month of April. We're going to have some fun. So the video of us doing the challenge, the main challenge, will be up. I don't know if we'll have many challenges like we had. It just depends on if I can get around to doing them. And the mood board will be up in the morning. So look out for that. And we will be, when the video of us doing the challenge goes up, we will be there to answer questions.
Yeah, so enjoy your day. I hope you have a wonderful day and stay happy and healthy, and we'll see you again soon.